My name is Chris Nelson, and this is my sister Kelly. For the next 10 days, we explore the country of Guatemala.
So beautiful.
After landing in Guatemala City, we headed to Antigua, which is an hour-and-a-half drive away. Antigua is a small city that was founded about 1542 and was the capital city of Guatemala until about 200 years ago. There was a massive earthquake in 1773 that destroyed most of Antigua. After that, they moved the capital city to Guatemala City. Antigua is renowned for its Spanish colonial buildings, much of which had to be restored after the massive earthquake. Today, Antigua is a very popular tourist destination with a population of about 50,000 people. In Antigua, we stayed at a hostel called Papaya for the first 2 nights.
We're here.
Here's our hostel. Ooh, drink specials. Crisp specials.
We really liked this hostel. I stayed in the dorms for the first 2 days, and it was really clean. They change the sheets every night. They provide lockers. Kelly decided to get her own room. After settling into the hostel, we decided to go out to a bar called Ulu, which is just a few minute walk from our hostel. The bar even had some pretty unique live music. We went back to the hostel to hang out with some people and to get one more drink for the night. The next morning we got picked up by our tour guide who took us to the trailhead of the Pacaya volcano. At the trailhead, people are selling hiking sticks as well as a horseback ride up the trail if you needed to.
We just started our hike up Pacaya.
We decided to do the morning hike because this time of year in October, the clouds usually come in the evening. And even still, we got some clouds that came in, but after a few minutes, they cleared.
There's the volcano. There's people cooking pizza, but we heard it's like $50, so we're not gonna do this. So I guess this lava is like only a few months old. Back in March, it was all flowing, so we're all only walking on a few months old lava. It's pretty crazy, and you can feel the heat from the ground sometimes.
And it's flowing underneath us. The lava's flowing underneath us.
Okay, volcano marshmallows. Pretty good.
Delicious.
Really good volcano marshmallows.
Going to Pacaya was really unique. I've never done anything like that. But we were pretty hungry and eager to get back to Antigua to get some food. When we got back, we decided to eat at a place called Frida's, which is just a few doors down from the Santa Catalina Arch. And we liked Ulu so much that we went back for a couple more drinks. Now the next day was the big Acatenango hike that I've been looking forward to, and I decided to go with a company called CA Travelers. They arrange to pick you up at your hostel or wherever you're staying. As part of the cost of the trip, you get your rentals for free. They have everything from jackets, hats, gloves, anything you might need that you did not bring. Be aware that they ask you to carry your own water, but they do provide you a camel pack to do that. Also know that you have to carry your own food, so make sure you leave enough room in your backpack.
All right, fresh, feeling good. We'll see how it goes. Got a big group, so maybe one of these people will carry me. Okay, probably 30 minutes in, and we're just hiking through some corn.
After 45 minutes of walking through the corn, you'll come to this welcome center where there's a restaurant and a restroom. You could stock up on some snacks. At this point, we had only been hiking for 45 minutes, so we had a lot further to go. When we were getting close to camp, I was getting pretty worried about the weather and the visibility, but as soon as I started worrying about it, this happened.
It just erupted.
Whoa! Oh my god!
Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
Wow. Jeez.
Oh my god!
Holy cow, look at that. Oh my gosh.
Wow!
I've never seen anything like that.
Me neither. That's insane.
Just getting into base camp. This is nice. Oh my gosh, you can see it.
Kind of nice going to at the top, you know, collecting the horn.
Yeah. Perfect timing, oh my gosh.
Right as we got to base camp, the clouds cleared, the sun was setting, and I saw one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my whole life. Once we got to base camp, I was not the only one flying a drone. There were 3 other people flying a drone, and unfortunately 2 of them lost their drone because the wind was so strong they could not get their drone back. So if you plan to bring your drone, make sure you fly it back with plenty of battery life left because they just ran out of battery and could not fight the wind.
This is our home. This is my home right here. Let's see, let's check out my hotel room. Oh, it's very nice.
After settling into camp and putting more layers on, we got to watch the volcano erupt, and it seemed to be erupting every 15 to 20 minutes.
The guys made dinner by the fire, and it was fun to just hang out and watch the volcano erupt. Yeah. Whoa!
I highly recommend earplugs for obvious reasons. We woke up at 3:30 the next morning to start our hike up Acatenango to try to beat the sunrise.
Okay, this is where I slept. They give you a pretty thick sleeping bag. And there's a thick like foam padding here. Even the floor has foam. It's pretty nice. It was really warm. And then the view. After getting back down from the top, we packed up our things and hiked back down, which took about 2.5 to 3 hours. We got back to Antigua around 1 o'clock. Now you might be thinking, where's your sister Kelly this whole time? Well, she decided not to do this hike and instead went to a place called Hobbitenango instead of this hike because she had a foot injury, and the Acatenango hike is very difficult and strenuous. So while I was hiking the volcano, this is what Kelly did. Hobbitenango is only a 25-minute drive away from Antigua and is a great daytime activity. After talking to Kelly, who spent the night here, she felt she only needed a couple hours to do all the activities that were available.
After that, Kelly and I met at our next hostel back in Antigua called the Purpose Hostel. Now, Kelly and I both kind of preferred Maya Papaya over this one. Nothing wrong with the Purpose Hostel, but we just kind of preferred Maya Papaya a little bit more. It was cheaper at Maya Papaya. We liked that there was a bar there, and generally it was located closer to things we wanted to do. But the Purpose Hostel did have this rooftop area to hang out, and on a clear day, you could see Fuego volcano erupting. Then we went out for a few drinks on our last night in Antigua before leaving for a city called Panajachel, which is by Lake Atitlan, where we'll be spending the next couple of days. The drive is about a 2-hour drive.
Let the dancing begin.
the top.
The top. This is Lake Atitlan.
Lake Atitlan is a common place for tourists to visit. It is unique in that the most common mode of transportation between the cities that border the lake is by boat. The lake itself was formed by an ancient volcanic crater formed roughly 86,000 years ago and is Central America's deepest lake. When arriving to Panajachel's harbor, you have two choices of what types of boat to take. There are public boats that are cheaper, but typically won't leave until the boat fills up, so you may have to wait a while, or a private boat, which costs quite a bit more, but you get to leave immediately. Not knowing what we were doing, we got a private boat to our hotel, but after figuring it out, we took public boats the remainder of the trip.
Okay. On our way to La Casa del Mundo.
Like a dream, like a dream. I was waiting for a man to come and get me. But he looked like a child. Ended up sleeping in the back of a mail truck. In Midtown Manhattan. I don't know how it happened. Like a dream. Like a dream. Wanted to tell you. I wanted to tell you.
Okay, we're walking from our hotel to Santa Cruz.
30-minute walk.
30-minute walk along this trail. Yeah, I'll see you there.
Thought I saw you dancing, dancing in my eyes.
We made it to Santa Cruz.
Sweaty.
So beautiful. Look at that.
Look at it.
We're just gonna walk down to the water and maybe get a drink or a snack and then take the boat back because it was kind of a further walk than we thought.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. It's a little stormy. Let's see if we get rained on. The wind's picking up.
We're gonna drink really fast.
Go!
So a tricky part about visiting Lake Atitlan is that the boats stop running when it gets dark, which is one of the reasons why we're rushing at this moment. This is something to consider when planning your accommodation. For example, our hotel was just right off the shore of the lake and not in a town, making it virtually impossible to experience any nightlife. So if that's important to you, consider staying somewhere in one of the towns.
We made it back.
We personally really enjoyed spending our nights at the hotel. We had dinner at the restaurant every night and would either watch the lightning over the lake or partake in some of the activities the hotel has to offer, like the wood fire heated hot tub and the sauna. But mostly spent our nights looking over the lake, drinking a few beers and relaxing. The next morning, we hopped on a boat and headed back to Panajachel, hopped into this tuk-tuk, and took it up the hill to the Atitlan National Park Reserve. Something I haven't mentioned yet is that each town by the lake is known for something entirely different from the others. For example, San Marcos is known as the hippie town with yoga and meditation retreats. Panajachel is known as the tourist town with the best shopping spots. San Pedro is known as the backpacker and party town, whereas San Juan, which is where we're heading next, is known for textiles and weaving.
Okay, so where are we? We're in San Juan.
San Juan.
It's starting to rain a little bit. We got some goodies.
Some textiles.
Really beautiful city, little town. I think we're gonna look for cover because it's starting to rain.
A lot of work. Kelly bought a painting from this artist, and he was really nice because he brought some chairs over and let us just wait for the rain to stop, and we got to hang out with this cute little dog. The rain never really stopped, so we went to go get a boat back to our hotel. Now we were taking public boats, so we had to wait for the boat to fill up before leaving, so we were waiting there for over an hour before we left for our hotel. The weather forecast for the next day looked good, so with the extra time we had due to the rain, we asked the hotel reception if they could help us find a company to take us parasailing last minute, and they were able to. We had a nice, relaxed night in, and enjoyed listening to the rain as we mentally prepared to go paragliding.
Yeah, packing up all the stuff. Okay, we're to our launch pad. Look at this view. Let's do it. Jump off this thing. See you on the bottom.
Good luck.
I think you're going first, Kelly.
Okay, I hope to see you there at the bottom.
Time is the medicine to heal these needs that only raise our voices higher, higher. Tonight we raise the dead. Tonight we bury this in fire, fire. Under the shape of years and the weight that brought us here.
Thank you.
The paragliding experience was an amazing way to wrap up our time at Lake Atitlan. We felt like we needed more time to really explore the area fully, but loved everything we did and every place we saw. Shortly after paragliding, we got a ride back to Antigua, where we had to scramble to get our COVID tests to get back home, and left early the next morning for the airport. Guatemala has so much more to offer than what we had time for. I want to come back and see some of the amazing places we were not able to visit. Like I hear Samoc Champey is a must-see, the Tikal Mayan ruins in the north, and I hear the beaches on the Pacific side, like Monterrico, are also worth the trip. If you're considering a trip to Guatemala, just do it. The food, people,
natural beauty and culture blew me away and far exceeded my expectations. Thank you, Guatemala, and I hope to see you again soon.